Boom! Hey, La Calle, where we live, and they're making some breakfast and actually some pasta. But this morning, got the shirt off, chilling in the shade. You know what I mean? Getting laid in the shade. Your boy Saint's feeling great, and I'm feeling even better now because I have something great to talk about. And this morning, it goes off of what I was talking about yesterday, but it needs to go down because it's the truth. And when you have the truth, it shall set you free. And that's the conversation I need to have this morning is, there's got to be something inside of you to move you. There's got to be a trigger in the first place. Now, most people are trying really hard not to have any emotional triggers. They don't want anything to bug their day. My buddy already was tripping this morning about a pot in the sink, and I'm like, luckily, there's only less than a week. I don't have to hear you bitch about small little things and bitch in the morning and yell and be that type of person. You're making a choice, and it's really seems subtle because we don't really see the choice. We don't really see what's really happening. We only feel what we feel. And what's really weird is the moment between what we need to do to get shit done and the moment that we wait for that moment to happen so that we feel like we can get shit, bro. It's tough. It's gonna be tough, homie. It's gonna be tough. If you're sitting there waiting around, come on. Or nobody wants to come up when I'm trying to talk down the alleyway. Otherwise, I'm sweating my tits off. Oh man, this lighter sucks, bro. Let me get this other lighter. Let me get this other lighter. So, you know, not for nothing, there's going to be moments in our lives where we're going to be like, we know we need to do something and we want to get said thing done, but we don't put the energy into it. It's just a thought. And that's when I had to have this conversation this morning about thoughts turning into reality and how the things that we think about end up becoming our reality. And we forget that thoughts are actions. Didn't mean to hit you. I saw you on the other side. Give me this lighter. No 10? What? Another lighter. I'm just looking for a lighter. Mm, looking crazy. Nice. I want to smoke you guys out. Perfect. And that's what ends up happening. You'll have something that'll hit you, and you'll be like, "Oh, I should probably go mow the lawn, or I should probably shave, or I should probably brush my teeth." A lot of that happens, and what ends up not happening is that we pause. We pause for the cause. We pause for a reason or a season. We sit in our souls. We sit in our souls and wait for a magical moment to happen. We wait for Prince Charming to show up. We wait till that spark of energy that we've all felt before kick in. And unfortunately, we got to kick it in this butt. And that's what I'm having this conversation about on a Sunday afternoon is that belief system. When does it kick in? And that's the emotions that we're looking for. We're looking for that thing that said, all right, Saint, time to get up, time to move your feet, time to go take a shower, time to do this work. I don't have those feelings. Like, I literally don't have to talk to myself that much to get myself to go. The gap between the thought and the action is very small for me. I'm a very action driven kind of person because I talk to myself. To thy own self be true. If you're really talking to yourself, you go, oh, I really need to speak Spanish. Some of us go, I'm too lazy. And I call people out when I'm out in the taxi stand and I see this one chick yesterday. Both her and this dude have lived in Mallorca for 6 years and they don't practice anything at all. Okay, Tal? They don't practice anything at all. And I'm sitting here going, like, you're fucking lazy, bro. Like, can you talk to yourself that way? Go, oh man, the dishes need to get done. I popped up and started busting those dishes out right off the bat, bro. I'm just an action kind of guy. Hi, guys. And they were sitting there waiting, and I'm sitting there. There's a lot of us that sit there and wait. We wait for a girl to come talk to us. You'll wait till you're dead. You'll wait for the energy to come talk to you. You'll wait till you're dead. You know, there's so many things in our lives, in our beards, that we just wait around for. And I'm not one to wait. What is in my motherfucking beard, yo? You see this shit? Come on. Everyone wants a beard. So shit gets stuck in there. Do you see this? Not wanting to come out of my face. Do you see this shit? I'm fucking up my show. There we go. Okay. What was that? Let me dry skin. Not sure, but I have to work it out. I have to be able to tell myself, break's over, get off your ass, time to move. And honestly, I don't put that much effort into it. I've been so conditioned to just go after it. And that's a big thing for most people that don't have it. And this is the motivation of the show today, is that sense of movement, that sense of being able to move yourself after the thought. A lot of us go, oh man, I should exercise. How many of us pop off the couch and actually start doing crunches? Not many. And how many are obsessive and go, oh shit, I look too fat, and then they don't eat all day? I'll wait. How long does it take for you to get ignition? And that was what I loved about that 5-second rule, is the chick was like, I'm not just waking up, I'm launching. I'm launching out of the bed, into clouds, into this weather, into my smile, into my workouts, into my life. And I get away from the complaining. I get away from the shit talking. I get away from the infighting, anything that is going in the opposite direction of my trajectory, right? I'm launching. And unfortunately, that's what happens to most of our. We play this movie role over and over of the scenario or whatever scene or whoever the hero is, and we're waiting for something to happen. Now, if you're waiting, then you're a Netflix watcher. You're just waiting for the life to happen. You're waiting for Miss America to come knock on the door offering free blowjobs. You're waiting for love to happen in your life. You're not putting in any effort. You're just stalling. And that's a thing that someone needs to talk about. It's just like if you especially like in like game, when you're trying to go talk to a girl, you torture yourself with the idea of when you're gonna have to talk to her and when you're gonna have to work out and when you're actually gonna have to lift the weights. Instead, the other guy goes, I just go to the gym. I play on my phone at the gym, and then I hear the weights clanging, and I'm like, I gotta get in this. I hear people lifting. What's up? And they're just sitting there waiting on their phone, waiting for the intensity to hit them, that ignition, that light. And that's what I'm talking about with Saints Brand. We talk about the light that gets us to move in that direction, because the rest of the people are sitting and waiting and hoping for something to happen instead of making it happen. And this is the huge trigger switch that we need in our lives, is that fast switch. Is like, if it's either a hell yes, a hell yeah, or a fuck no, bro. And that's what most people are stuck on. They're waiting for hell yeah moments, but they say no all the time. They're waiting for somebody else to make a decision so that the herd moves. And as a leader, firstborn and me taking initiative, I don't wait for my friends to get ignition. I don't wait for permission. I don't take my time. I do take my time. You get what I'm saying? I don't take my time to do things. I go out and I actually take my time. I say, oh, I'm alive right now, so I must do something with my body, with my mind, with my soul. I must do something. And I don't know if it's an intensity of death. I sat there in the bay and I reflected on my life, all the cool places that I've been, things that I've seen, and movements that I've done. And I just I took initiative. You know, my buddy, I keep trying to encourage him to do initiative clothing. He said, one day I'm going to do it. And I said, yeah, I'm going to be on your ass about it. Because that's what it is. You know, that's that respect when you talk about the Kobe Bryants going for their workouts early in the morning and seeing who's in the gym and outworking the guy in the gym. And he said, man, I worked out just like you. And he said, yeah, I know, but I wanted to let you know that I was willing to work harder than you. That's the truth. The two things that are going to happen: either I'm going to die on this treadmill or I'm going to beat you. Will Smith said that famously. It's like, I'm here to outwork you. It's your mini me. It's an exact replica of you, but it's outworking you. So while you're sleeping in bed, the other version of you got up and started juicing or finished that one task that they say they needed to do. One person said, just convince yourself. You might not have the energy now, but just do it for 5 minutes. Then you're in the role. Most people waiting for that energy and okay, now it's time. Now I've had enough coffee. Now I've petted the cat long enough. Now I watched enough on my phone. Now I'm going to do the task. I've wasted 4 hours of my day and my inertia and my ignition and my trajectory and that I love calling it ignition, but that intention to be able to say I'm going to do something and then put the energy behind it is what I'm trying to display here. That's the emotional trigger. We stay in our emotions. We stay waiting for our emotions to be the trigger. That's why I call it an emotional trigger, because we're waiting for our emotions to say, yes, I want to fuck right now. Yes, I want to travel right now. Yes, I want to do my homework. Those things are on us all the time, yet we don't do anything with them. And that's when I was like, oh shit, this is an emotional trigger. This is waiting for me to get emotionally triggered for something to get done. And that's where things go to die. That's where dreams go to die, is waiting that one day the right partner might come along, or waiting for the money to come along, or waiting for ignition to start, and we're waiting for a countdown instead of starting the countdown. Does that make sense? Instead of launching ourselves as a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we have, call it the thrust vectors, man, fucking hitting all your thrusters, hitting all the fucking what are those things, the towers, putting all the gas into it, you know what I mean, putting the pedal to the metal. We know what that's like, because everyone's put the pedal to the metal to do something. Everyone's been at a task and they weren't going to finish till the 1,000th cupcake got made, or stayed up till 4 a.m. because they were decorating for a birthday, or when they've seen themselves do something and finish something. That's when you've actually had ignition. That's when you've actually done something with your life. That's when you know you're actually living your life, is because you chose to live. And that's what it's all about. Yeah. And that's what I wanted you guys to get. I wanted you guys to get the morning motivation, that feeling that I'm not just waiting for somebody to wake up. I'm not waiting for somebody to ask me for a workout. I'm not waiting for an investor to start a business. I just start. And that's something that's really started me in my whole life. You know, I've been unsuccessful at business. I've been unsuccessful at festivals. I've been unsuccessful at relationships, but I tried. And that's something that most people don't do. They're just emotionally glued to whatever task is at hand. They're stuck right there in that feeling. And that's what I'm saying. Feelings become a trap. We don't give ourselves the other feelings. We hold on to these feelings. We hold on to the Netflix and chill and the comfortable feelings. You're like, I just want to be comfortable. I just want to hug my bed. I just want to be hug my pillow at night. I just want that. And that's what you'll just get. You'll just get that. You won't get yourself to see yourself as a half marathon runner. You'll never see yourself as a book writer. You'll never see yourself as a world traveler, because you didn't put any feet into the process. Most people are just like scared. So they come up with the ways that it won't work first. And you know, that's how some of the human brain is. It's like, oh, it didn't work. It failed. I'm a failure. Life's failing me. Look what the gods did to me. This is what stops me. This is what did he say that one time, Tony? He said this is what ends me, right? And that's what happens. We find things that end our motivation. We find things and emotions that make us feel like we can't do anything. And then we'll be like, oh, dude, I can't go approach that girl because the last girl was rude to me. Oh, I can't go knock on that other door because the last customer was rude to me. The guy kept saying it's two more doors, bro. The guy that started Paul Mitchell, it's the two more doors that you're about to knock on. It's the moving yourself when you're not emotionally attached to it. And most people, they can't do anything without clear direction. I remember Eric Labar. I had to shout him out because he was so scientific. He was so analytic. His brain needed to know where he was going to go. And I was telling him, just run. I'm going to throw the ball in your chest, bro. I'm going to hit you upside the head and put that thing right in your ear hole. It's going to be ready for you. You need to orientate yourself out on the field and find an opening. What if the defenders ride in your ass and you do a different spin off and then get open? Your job's just to get open. Keep getting open. After a route, if you've watched the NFL, the quarterback might have to break out of the pocket pocket, and he creates more time for another throwing opportunity. So you've already ran your first route. This is your second route. This is you breaking free from your defender and become open. And that's who you are. You're your own defender. To be able to break yourself open and say, okay, this didn't work out, so I'm going to open myself for another thing. That's the opening that we're looking for. That's where the opportunities are. 100 other doors right here on this block. I'm not going to knock on any of them. I'm one for 99 or one for 100. I'm 0 for 1 actually. I knocked on one door and got zero openings or opportunities in my life of things that I could have, my dreams. I keep seeing them as my at my deathbed, and I don't want them shaking their head at me like, man, we could have been a published book writer. You could have wrote 3, 4, 5 books before you died, Saint. Okay, I got 3 in my head. Bet. Okay, what do I got to do? Oh, you got to fucking finish up your first book. Okay, it's out there. It's on Amazon Kindle. It's not launching right. Maybe you need to work on the ending. Maybe you need to work on the advertising. Maybe you need to mention it more on your show. The things that I rapid fire back to my own brain is as work that needs to be done. It's just like, you can't just say, oh well, it's not done, then fuck you. It's like, I haven't made it done. The task in our hands. It's just easier to just sit on the couch and watch Netflix. Oh shit, I gotta go do my homework. I'm so comfortable on the couch. And our bodies start to move to the couch. We put out our favorite blankets. Oh shit, we grabbed our favorite popcorn. We start to nuzzle and nest ourselves and rest our dreams, like literally in that bed, and we'll crawl into it and we'll go, okay, yeah, that's what I want. Yeah, okay, I just wanted a little bit of comfort, and then I'll just sit here and I'll play on my phone, and I'll secretly talk to myself about what I should be doing, but I'll keep finger flicking myself and masturbating on the couch till I'm numb, till I don't feel anything anymore. I'm just sitting there for 4 hours just flicking through a couple different apps. For me, it's my YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook, and just flipping through the same motherfucking apps, maybe Twitter, and get stuck for hours. Yeah, that's my nose. Stuck for hours, parking myself and not sparking myself. And that's when I really had to dawn in on me, was that I was like, I want to be initiated. I want to be proactive. I want to be motivated. I want to be the guy that's not just thinking of the idea, but working the idea. And that's what I tell people all the time. I say, I love people that I like people that have ideas. I love people who work ideas, people that actually take initiative and sprinkle a little bit of hard work, like Salt Bay, right off of their old, putting in that work, and then we can judge it. Not just sit there and judge it in our brains and go over and over again and go, this would have happened, this would have happened, making up schematics and architectural designs and all these little sketches that we do in our minds. Now it's a prototype. You get what I'm saying? Once you've been sprinkled hard work on top of something, now it's a prototype. Now it's an actual functioning prototype. Now, is it the best functioning prototype that you have? Probably not. That's why you have to have a second prototype, and you got to put it to work. And the first work gets put in more work, and then that thing develops who we are. Hello, Kital. And that's where we stop ourselves. We stop ourselves at the work. We go, oh shit, man, it's going to require, I don't know how many hours of my time to get in shape, or how many days or months of concentrated effort to prepare for world travel, or Burning Man, or how much cash it's going to take for me to get from point A to point B. Oh, that money's so low. I let my bank account tell me what to do. I let my bank account tell me how to feel. I let these things control me, and it just kind of overwhelmed me, because like I said, I sat there at 43 years old and thinking, damn, Saint, you really done some cool shit. You really put flowers in the Chao Phraya River in Thailand, and all the blessings and the candles, and watched your dreams float down the river, and put a prayer into the watts of a golden Buddha temple, and touch my hand to the Angkor Wat, Cambodia, Siem Reap, fucking amazing fucking creations of other great men, like whoever made Machu Picchu, and whoever made anything that I've touched, dude. The Great Wall of China was overwhelming. And then I sit there and I go, whoa, Saint, man, you've done some shit in your life, man. What else are you going to do? What else are you going to bring into your life? How else are you going to live? And that's when I started to ask myself, with all these blessings that I've had experienced and things that I've had come into my life, where else am I going to do with my energy? What do I have energy left to do? And before I die, and acting as if I am going to die. At 43, I'm pretty much halfway through my life, and I really need to ask myself, how am I going to sprinkle the rest of my hard work, the rest of my motivation, the rest of the thing that makes me me onto something? What else needs the extra salt? You really have to ask yourself, because we only got so much time. We were talking about it yesterday, me and Raul, because of this lifestyle that some of us are living on yachts, got boats and hoes, sitting on their boat, booty butt naked, pulling up, having dinner with everybody in the bay, living that life. And the rest of us, we really just sit and we play on our phones, and we're at our home, and we stay comfortable because of air conditioning. We never threaten ourselves with a challenge. We always back down. We'd rather stay in thought and feeling, and that area that makes us that way, instead of the act, just putting it out on the road, putting one foot in front of the other, heel to toe, and then testing it, actually putting in scientific work and saying, I had prototype one, and then 2 years later I had prototype two, and then we improved the design again, and in prototype three we finally reached atmosphere. Now, if we never started from the sketch, and we just sat there and just said, okay, I'm just gonna fucking play on my phone, Netflix, and chill, and then one day I got up and then I was bored enough and on enough coffee, and there were just so happened to have been a pen and a paper next to me, and I sketched. And then I had an idea on paper, which made it even more real. It was something that I could slide across the table and pitch to people. It's something that I could never stop talking about. It was a little dream folded up in my pocket. Every time I wanted to talk about it, it was a message in a bottle. And I kept pulling it out, and I said, there's this thing. And I got this idea, you know? Yeah, yeah, sure, Saint. You're at the bar again. No one's ever going to believe you. What if you stop showing up at the bar? Where's Saint been? Oh shit, he's been at the fucking garage. No shit. Well, we should go check on him. Hey, oh shit, Saint, that thing you drew on the piece of paper is now welded into metal. It's actually a thing. And oh, what? Next week you got plans to go test it out in the field, and that means you're going to get up earlier than you would have any other fucking given Sunday. And now you're actually out in nature, excited like a kid again, using that kind of energy. And now you have the juice, and now your fucking funnel is being full of methane and pure oxygen and hustle. That's the secret. That's the secret. That was the secret herb and spices. That's what we needed to get this thing to launch. We needed your ignition. We needed your catalyst. You are the catalyst of your life. It's so fucking cool that you have that much power. Most people just give our powers away to the Netflixes. We give our powers away to the Facebooks and the Instagrams and the YouTube, and we don't sprinkle any of that juice on us. We literally let them take the best of us, our time, the thing that no one else can grab, and we don't do anything with it. We'll just finger flick it away till we're numb, and then we don't realize that we've let another day of earning possibilities happen, another day of adventures to go behold, and another day to make our dreams come true. And that's when somebody's pulling up on me right now, but so it's one of those that I really tuned in on, and I really got a better grasp of what was happening with me, or my life, or my decisions, or any of that other shit. It's something that I had to really take some accountability of and say, okay, I have more control over these scenarios in my life than I think I do, and I am making a choice to stay emotional instead of staying engaged, or to get myself out off my ass and into the game, and to see myself work prototypes and create more books and write more notes, and follow through with more of my dreams. That's where I want to keep my energy. That's the energy that keeps me alive. It's less than a regimented military, I got a happy person at that time. You know what I mean? No one's really that happy, being that kind of way. And I feel it every day. You know, we create drudgery for ourselves and we talk ourselves out of things, and we make the process worse than it has to be. We complain about our existence, and the truth is that we have life and we have time, and that right there is the powerful shit that they're trying to buy. That's why they buy it from you hourly. And you're like, here, let me get some of that hours of that day. And especially when you're at your prime, midday, 10 to 2, the time you could have been writing your book every day, the time you could have gone exercise, had stirring inside your mind and soul, you kept stirring on the past. Me too, bro. You kept stirring on the losses. Me too, bro. We kept stirred and finger fucking and numbing, and we forgot that we were a living, that we were actually alive, and that the dreams are shaking their head. You know, you got to be up and at them and at your life, and that's your juice. Exercised. I do feel healthy. I do got myself a joint. There is a meal being cooked. I do have friends. I do have shelter. I forgot to count my blessings. Damn, mind, why do you do that to me? Why do you focus on money lost and love lost and business lost instead of the next business you're going to knock on? All week long, I've been talking to myself, looking at these tobacco shops like, Narc, you're going to have to be a closer. You're going to have to show up. You're going to have to get some sales. It's not enough to make business cards. It's not enough to get the website up. It's not enough to have translators. It's not enough to go knocking on doors. It's not enough to have samples here. It's enough when you get a sale. When you have closed something in your life, and I was watching the Elliott guy, and I shot him out again because it is a transaction. It is a negotiation. Life is about sales. Did you get the sale? Did you get the girl's number? Does she want to even meet up with you? Did you write the book? Is it getting any sales? Are you presenting any kind of service to someone that they want to buy? And that's what it is. Because if you're on the couch and you're of service to nobody, you're not doing dishes, you're not doing fuck all, you're just playing on your fucking phone. But the person that's initiated, the person that takes action, the one that actually lifts off and does something with their idea, with their dream, with their life, with their time, now you're getting emotionally triggered. Now you're actually doing something with your life instead of letting life slip by. And that's this morning's motivation. If you got anything out of it, do something with it. I usually tell you like, share, subscribe with somebody so they can get the motivation too. I want you to get up and do something. I want you to be able to put this phone down and go make that sketch, because that's the first step. Take initiative. Make sure that you get motivated, and make sure that you put your feet down and just start walking. Even if you start walking in circles, bro, just get yourself walking, get the air going, get it on your skin, feel your ligaments, stretch out, fucking feel free. Get your soul right, get your mind right, and then you got Saints Addiction. Then you got motivated, and then you can go conquer anything that you want in this whole entire world. Your boy Marky Saints Addiction, peace and love. And as always, Chigathon. That means goodbye, but not forever, and finish. And I will see you on the other side as soon as you take that first step. Go like, share, and subscribe.